A 29-year-old West Springfield man arraigned, charged in connection with an early morning accident that killed 3 people on I-91. Bilal Griffith is now being held on $1 million bail. And should he post that bail, he faces a host of other conditions as well, including GPS monitoring. Welcome, everyone, to Western Mass News at 6 on this Friday. I'm Chris Pisano. Our coverage on this early morning fatal accident continues with Western Mass News reporter Reagan Lockery, who now joins us live in West Springfield with everything we know so far. Reagan.
Yeah, Chris, it was a tragic situation this morning. The district attorney confirms with Western Mass News 3 contractors are dead. Now, they were with the Premier Fencing Company out of Canton, Massachusetts. They were working on exit 10A when they were struck and killed. This is what the area of I-91 in West Springfield looked like at around 10:30 Friday morning. A heavy police presence closing off the ramp following a horrific tragedy that occurred hours prior.
Approximately 12:45 this morning, a vehicle later identified as a 2021 Jeep Cherokee took exit 10A off 91 North at a very high rate of speed and struck and killed all 3 men. The truck then flipped over subsequently and came to rest on its roof in the middle of the exit ramp.
Hampton District Attorney Anthony Gallooni held a press conference Friday afternoon following the crash. He tells Western Mass News the 3 men who were killed have been identified as Igor Costa of Marlboro, Ryan Alita of Brockton, and Raul Bojorquez, also of Brockton. They were employees of Premier Fencing out of Canton, and they were fixing guardrails at the time of the crash. Gallooni tells us all 3 men were pronounced dead on scene. According to Gallooni, after the crash, the driver ran from the scene. The DA tells us a registry of motor vehicles inquiry was made, and the registered owner of the car was determined to be 29-year-old Bilal Griffith of West Springfield. In the ensuing hours, Massachusetts State Police troopers and West Springfield Police canvassed the area.
With the assistance of the Massachusetts State Police Air Wing, canines, and dozens of law enforcement officers, the suspect was observed by a sergeant of the Massachusetts State Police unit assigned to my office. After a brief conversation with this subject, a chase ensued that continued for over a half mile. The suspect was finally surrounded and taken into custody in the area of Morgan Road in West Springfield.
Now, as I mentioned earlier, the 3 contractors who were hit and killed were working for Premier Fencing. Now, I did reach out to them, and they say at this time the only comment they have is that they are cooperating with the investigation. I also reached out to OSHA, and they tell me that this situation is being investigated at this time. Reporting live in West Springfield, Reagan Lockery for Western Mass News.
Reagan, thank you for that live report and our team coverage on this fatal accident.